Welcome to qnawire.
Hello and welcome to this video solution of numeric. So here we are given that there is a 500-gram bird which is flying horizontally at 2.25 meters per second, right? So mass of the bird is 500 grams, which is around zero point 0.5 kgs, and it is moving with a velocity v which is 2.25 meters per second, and it hits a stationary vertical bar at a distance 25 centimeters below the top, right? So I've already drawn this diagram. This is the velocity v with which it hits this bar. This height h above the point of hitting, it's 25 centimeters, which is 0.25 meters, right? The bar is uniform, which is having a length of 0.75 meters, and it is having a mass m. Okay, let me use the capital M for the rod. It is 1.5 kgs, and it is hinged at the base. The collision stuns the bird so that it just drops to the ground after the collision and later on flew happily. Now you have to calculate the angular velocity of the bar after it hit the bird, right? So here what you need to do is you need to conserve the angular momentum, right? That means the angular momentum L of the bird will be equal to angular momentum of the rod, right? Because after collision the bird comes to a rest. Fine. So angular momentum of the bird will be this all this will be has to be calculated from the point of rotation, right? So the mass of the bird, velocity of the bird times the distance from the point of rotation, which is L minus h, right? And this is equal to angular speed of the rod. It's one third mass of the rod L square, right? This is moment of inertia times omega, right? This is I the moment of inertia about the center, right? The moment of inertia of the rod about the one end is one third ml square. That's what I'm writing. Okay, so now you have to calculate omega. um, okay, for that you can have mv L minus h. Here you can have 3 over ml square, right? Now we plug in the values. This is 0.5, velocity is 2.25, 0.75 minus 0.25 over the mass of the rod is 1.5 and length is 0.75 squared, right? So let's see how much we have here now. This is 2 radians per second is the angular speed of the rod after it has collided, right? Next, you have to calculate the final angular speed when the bird reaches the ground, right? So what happens? So what I can do is I can simply conserve the energy. Energy initial will be energy final, right? The initial energy, like when the bird hits the rod, then the birds come to rest, right? So the only energy that is stored in the bird is due to the potential energy at a certain height L minus h. So mass of the bird mg L minus h is the potential energy of the bird at the point where it hits the rod, right? Plus with that the rod has gained some energy which is half I omega square, right? So this is what we have. And now when bird reaches the ground, right, this will the entire energy will be converted to kinetic energy of rotation of the rod, omega f squared, right? So here you have got mass of the bird is zero point 0.5, g is 9.8. Here you have got zero point 0.5. If you just take the difference plus half moment of inertia, okay, you have to calculate. So it's one third times the mass of the rod is 1.5 and length is 0.75 squared, right? Omega is 2 squared. This is equal to half again the moment of inertia, one third m l square and omega final squared, right? So let's see how much we have got omega f. This will be around 1.7 radians per second, right? I hope this is clear to you and have a very good rest of the day. Thank you.